Hi, my name is Molly.
My name is Shanice.
My name is Jade.
Today we're going to be talking about John Dewey. Dewey was born October 20th, 1859 in Burlington, Vermont. He was known for his work as an educator and scholar. Dewey was an intelligent man. He enrolled at the University of Vermont at the age of 15, followed by a doctorate in philosophy from Johns Hopkins. After receiving his doctorate, Dewey spent his career as a professor of philosophy at multiple universities. Dewey's school of philosophy was pragmatism. Pragmatists believe that we must experience our world in a practical way in order to understand it. We learn and understand the world through experience and experimenting, or in a practical, applied way, instead of using theories to answer our questions. Pragmatists were also proponents of democratic learning, that people are free to experience their environments in ways that work for them. Dewey had a significant influence on educational reform and spent much of his career advocating for this. He saw education and learning as an extension of pragmatism. His position was that we learn best from doing and being engaged in the process. As well, he felt that schools and classrooms should be run as a democracy, giving students the ability to explore and discover what matters to them, thus providing an engaging environment for learning. Over his career, Dewey opened 2 experimental schools, one at the University of Chicago and the other in New York, called the New School for Social Research, which is still active. After retiring from Columbia, Dewey remained active in both the educational and political circles until his death in 1952.
John Dewey's overall contribution was the emphasis on liberalization in the educational system. He believed a student's learning should be a development of practical life skills and be relevant to their lives. This would ensure that a student's educational environment meshed well with their interests and result in sharing knowledge with one another. Dewey believed students benefit the most when they are able to interact and provide social processes of acquisition of knowledge. In other words, students thrive through hands-on learning. This contribution helped students to better understand and retain information in a permanent manner, to being able to relate to the information through their own experiences. The strong belief in meaningful activity in learning and participation provides important information about moral decision-making and life skills.
John Dewey's relevance to overall subject matter. Dewey's pragmatic and democratic approach to schooling may not stand out as radical today, but in the early and mid-1900s, his view of education was very different to the present system of schooling. Dewey really believed in progressive education, which is essentially a view of education that emphasizes the need to learn by doing. And when human beings learn through hands-on approach, they learn more accurately. This course correlates to his way of teaching because what we're doing now and how we're learning is leading up to our field placement. And our field placement, all the work we'll be doing there is very hands-on. In the class, we've been learning about many different types of theories and multiple people related to behavioral theory. From their experiences and knowledge, we get the opportunity to learn and follow in their footsteps. Now, here's a very popular quote from Dewey that really represents us. We do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience.
When we think of current relevance, George Brown comes to mind. Almost all the programs offered, students are able to learn through hands-on experiences. Students in the dental, nursing, and culinary arts programs can properly retain the information because they are learning in an environment that will be relevant to their lives when they graduate. Another example would be the opportunity to learn through our field placements. Students, like us, have the opportunity to learn through actual experiences that occur in the field. This ties with John Dewey's overall message that in order for individuals to learn, they need to be in an environment that provides them the opportunity to use practical skills that will help retain educational information. This sums up the rest of our video. Thank you for listening.